What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Polo Evolve. I'm back with another video. Today's another trade recap. Very quick one for the day. You guys can see $645.92 on my master account. And I have three accounts. I have Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald. Yes, that is a Pokemon reference. If you guys know, you guys know. If you don't, you don't. Anyway, that I believe I haven't done the math on this, but what is that? 645, 650. Well, it's basically like it's like an $1,800, $1,900 day. Anyway, it's not too bad. Let me walk you guys through the trades that I took today. So you guys can see on the daily, gold is obviously just pushing up like crazy. We have Greenland tensions with Trump, and anytime that there's some sort of uncertainty in the economy, or I just war tensions in general, that usually ends up meaning that gold is going to push up. Obviously, a lot of investors are speculating that we are in a recession, which we most probably are. Probably have already been in one, but nonetheless, when that happens, gold becomes much more valuable to a lot of the bigger players. So that's why you guys see gold is just shooting up like crazy. Nonetheless, I'm going to show you guys what entries I took. So Asian session opened up. Now, when gold is pushing like this and making all-time highs, I will most definitely look to see what is going on in the Asian session, just because in my past experience, I have watched Asian session just do numbers when gold is pumping. When gold is just in its own zone for a while, Asian session isn't the greatest, but when it's pumping, usually the market opens, boom, gold's just shooting up, which in this case it ended up doing, and I ended up taking some small scalps along the way. So here, once these candles started, it broke out, kind of created a little bit of support, and then I noticed that it wanted to push out even more. Quick little, current candle stop loss, had it right there, a little tight stop loss, and then boom, hit TP with ease. This one I thought gold was going to retrace just because of the way that it was shooting up. I figured, you know what, this candle might be, a chance for us to kind of flip and maybe, retrace just a little bit. Anyway, I had a tight stop loss here, and you know what, I just took it out because I was unsure. And I think it was like basically a break-even trade, which honestly, thankfully I did, because this candle basically, it kept pushing up, and I would have got hit for my stop loss, but same time it wouldn't have been that bad. But regardless, this trade wasn't the best trade. But when the market's trending, I don't know why. I don't know why I took this counter trade, to be honest. But nonetheless, I did take it once again once we actually had more confirmation. This 15-minute closed doji. These three candles, these are 5-minute candles. It closed doji, and once it did, I figured, you know what, we're gonna at least retrace down here, which we ended up doing, and then some. But I took my little small piece of the pie, keep it moving. This was a paper trade that I left right before I went to sleep after I finished my work shift, and yeah, that did not play out well. It played out later, but nonetheless, I didn't want to participate. But today in the morning, I'm going to show you guys what I saw. So today in the morning, I hopped on the charts at 9 a.m. and Trump just came out and dropped his news, right? His Greenland news. And from there, what ended up happening, sorry guys, my nose is a little itchy. Anyway, from there, what ended up happening was I saw these 5-minute candles. So we had the one big push down when the news came out at 9 a.m., right? You see the push down, boom. And then once I saw this candle rejected, I went back down to the 1 minute. And the 1 minute, basically once this candle rejected, basically it appeared to me that we wanted to go down based off this 1 minute bearish engulfing candle that just basically engulfed everything. And we could tell that we're going down. Anyway, so I took this, originally had my stop loss up there. I was anticipating a bigger move, but at the same time, I figured, you know what, until we get an actual closure below these levels here, I'm not really sure. So I just took a little small piece of the pie, considering I did already have a winning day from last night. So I didn't really need too much. So I took that trade, and thankfully I took profit where I did, because it ended up just blasting back and kind of staying in the zone before eventually coming down and, making the move that I anticipated it to make. Nonetheless, I didn't catch that move, but that's fine. I also took one entry on NQ. Now, with NQ, when the market opened right here, 9 a.m., this is the 9 a.m. candle from Trump's news. It shot up. Listen, I was pretty much bearish before this candle shot up, but once it shot up and closed in this range once again, I wanted to see a candle close bearish back outside of the range so we could continue to go down, but it didn't. It ended up making a bottom wick first and then flipping. Now in this case, I would have taken this entry. I was eyeing it so much right around here when this 15-minute finally closed back up. And you could just tell that, the hour wanted to finish bearish, which it ended up obviously just running like crazy. Nonetheless, I would have took this, but considering the fact that I was up for the day, I basically hesitated and I missed out on that trade, but that's fine because I did end up taking an entry right over here. And once this 5-minute created a little bit of a support, I could tell a little bit of accumulation. I just took a quick little scalp here. And again, trade ran for a whole lot more, but I took my piece of the pie and I'm securing roughly an $1,800, $1,900 day, right? Which is not too bad. I'm not gonna complain. Yes, I could have let my trades run a little bit more, but at this point, I'm fine with taking these base hits as long as they add up, right? This is a pretty good day for me nonetheless. I'll show you guys my stats. I am doing 1 to 2 micros, so you'll see that today was like 14 trades, but not really. It was like the trades that I showed you guys, but I will enter one micro and then I'll add another micro. Again, just because I don't want to risk anything too heavy right now, just because my psychology definitely took a hit after I blew all of those previous evals. And now that I'm back funded, I just want to take it very slow. That's really, I'll be honest with you guys. I know there's a bunch of traders out there that are making hella bucks, they're making all this money, but at the end of the day, I need to focus on what I got going on, and so should you guys, right? What you guys see on the internet, you don't really know if it's real or not. And that's why you just got to focus on what you actually got in front of you, right? It's very easy to get caught up with the internet and what's going on in the internet and what people are flexing and what they're talking about. A lot of it's fake. A lot of the content you see now is pretty much AI as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but I've noticed it where real content gets mixed up with AI content, and we're getting to that point where we don't really know. And so the best advice I can give you guys is just focus on your own lane, man. That's the best advice I could give myself, and that's why I'm sharing that with you guys as well. 2 days, 2 winning days to start off these 3 funded accounts. Basically, I'm up 959. I'm almost up 3 grand. Let's just say, across these 3 accounts. With that being said, pretty much, man, I'm just gonna continue doing what I need to do. Stay focused, stay locked in on the process itself. When I had that initial blow up, when I blew my funded account earlier this month, a lot of it had to do with me chasing these home runs. And I'm not looking to chase no more home runs, right? I'm cool with these little small little base hits, and they're gonna add up, and eventually I get the payout, and then we'll look to risk a little bit higher after that. But for right now, I just want to be getting consistent payouts, master this craft, master my trading strategy and my trading psychology, and just keep moving and grooving, guys. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how your trading day went in the comments below. You guys learned anything? You guys have any request for any type of videos that you guys would want me to make? Nonetheless, I appreciate the support. I noticed that I'm getting a bunch more subscribers and views. So I appreciate all of you guys for supporting me, and peace.